Hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Lisa Guerra, aka Miss Lisa from Salty Cracker Counseling and Consultation Services. Today I'd like to make a video for you about how to handle the aggression of others. Okay, that was a really big hot topic during a talk that I did recently, and a lot of people really had a lot of good questions and were really seeking information about how to handle that when someone is trying to dominate you and control you by using aggression. Okay, so first I would like to explain a little bit about the dynamics of aggression, which I did touch on in another video, but you can't talk about this enough because it's really, really relevant. Aggression is an attempt to control someone by the delivery of a negative emotion or of physical pain. Now, think about it in terms of physical pain is obvious. I'm not going to go into that too long, but emotion. That means in the delivery of a negative emotion, and that can be any negative emotion, okay, which is an attempt to control the person that they are trying to dominate, okay? So we may talk about intimidation, like threatening someone. We may talk about shaming someone, rejecting someone, making someone feel jealous on purpose. We may be talking about a whole menu of negative emotions, okay? Making someone feel inadequate. And the problem is with that is we are delivering hurt to someone's self-esteem. When we use aggression, that is damaging to somebody. It can be damaging to somebody if their self-esteem isn't already very, very strong. And I do recommend some self-esteem work. If someone's being aggressive toward you and it's really hurting your feelings, it's really bothering you, if you're getting rejected or someone, won't date you that you like and it's really hurting you, I suggest some self-esteem work, okay? The delivery of a negative emotion. So what do you do if someone is trying to dominate you by delivering negative emotions? So the first thing you do with an aggressive person is you try to maintain control of your own response. You cannot control the actions of another, okay? Their behavior speaks volumes about them and who they are, and it doesn't say anything at all about you or who you are. It says everything about them. And this is really important to remember because you have to be able to center yourself emotionally and choose a response. And I want you to choose an assertive response, which means I don't want you to be a doormat and accept it, but I don't want you to be an easy target either. I want you to actually be the strongest person in the scenario, and I want you to respond in a way that handles the situation in a non-inflammatory way, but also lets that person know that you see what they're doing and you let them know. Or you can just redirect completely because emotions are contagious and someone's throwing negative emotions at you. The temptation and the control part of it is that they're trying to get you to respond in a negative way. There's someone's picking a fight with you, or they're trying to bully you, they're trying to scare you. You have to not give them what they exactly want. You want to let them know that, hey, listen, it sounds like you're trying to bother me, or I suppose it's supposed to hurt my feelings, but you could just say something more, direct more positive energy at them. Maybe humor might work, or just blowing them off, or just letting them know somehow that they are not controlling you, that it doesn't bother you, whatever it is that they may be saying. So I want you to be able to do that and let them know that they are not in control of you in some kind of way, okay? And I don't mean it in an inflammatory way, because we don't want to get into a tennis match. A lot of people who are really aggressive have been rewarded by their aggression because they realize that when they dominate, other people give in to them. They submit. And then they feel that, that makes them strong, or I'm smart, or I'm better than them in some way. And they feed into that self-belief that they are cooler in some way, but really they're not. What they are is disrespectful, and they've given themselves rights to be aggressive toward others that they really do not have. They don't have the right to make someone else feel bad. So when you are responding to a person like that, I want you to say something like, it sounds like that might be personal, or hey, okay, whatever. I guess you feel better saying it like that, or what? I don't know, something. Okay, anything. My daughter, someone called my daughter a pipsqueak at school, for example, and she's a teen little thing. She's so cute. And she said, "Okay, skyscraper." And I thought that was so funny and cute because it was assertive. It wasn't inflammatory. It wasn't her succumbing and being fearful and it becoming passive in some way, so she could become a target in the future. She just said something cute to make someone go like, "I'm not going to pick on that one. That's an easy target." So I thought that was adorable. So that's an example of assertion. It's really, really simple to be assertive. And the more assertive you are in life, the less of a target you are for aggressive people. Okay? Aggressive people love to pick on passive people. They're going to seek them out. And if you're not passive enough for somebody who needs to be aggressive, they will reject you and find someone else that they can dominate, because that's all about them, nothing about you. Don't take it personally. So if you need more help in responding to aggressive people, please email me. I can help you with your personal experience. I've got really affordable like counseling by email if you just need a simple, quick way to look at something, maybe, to consider, a way to think about it differently. I can't tell you what to do because I won't do that. Really, I don't want to do that, but I think that I can help you think about it in a different way. Okay, so please feel free to email me or get a session with me, or your own therapist. Get a session with your own therapist. Why not? You know. And I did say something the other day that I wanted to change today. I said, "Oh, thank God, half my friends are shrinks." Not only my counselor friends help me. I have lots of great friends that help me. Okay, and not all of them are therapists. And even in the online community, there's some people that I feel that are really valuable to me in the way that I've looked at things, and they are not licensed clinicians that I'm aware of, and they've been extremely helpful. So don't discard someone just because they don't have, necessarily the education. I think if you want medical treatment, you might want to go to a medical provider and seek somebody licensed in that way. There's a lot of mental health illnesses that are biologically based. Okay, my videos are not geared toward biological issues. I can still help you, but you will need additional support from somebody in the medical community. Okay, perhaps some people have clinical depression or ADHD or anxiety, and they do need some medication to help them out. There's psychotic disorders out there where people's thoughts are distorted, not because they want them to be distorted. There are personality disorders out there. Okay, so I'm talking about my videos are geared toward people who are cognitive issues, ways of thinking things where you can look in the mirror and say, how am I thinking about this? What are my thoughts? Identify patterns and try to initiate change. I do have some items on the blog that are going to be helpful if you want to print them out, carry it around, and say, what are my cognitions right now? What's my perceptual screen? What's my self-esteem doing right now? Or what's my behavior? Or what type of behavior? What based on my results? And they can be like little cue cards. You can make your own little cue cards. I've done that with kids and people before, where you make little cue cards about a coping plan. I'm going to write my own coping plan about when this chronic trigger happens every single time. I deal with it badly. I'm going to plan a new behavioral plan. Okay, so good luck. Thanks for joining me today. I will see you all again in another video and another beautiful place in Florida in my office. Thank you.